Alrighty, let's see how we're doing today. Let's see how we're doing today, huh? Market looks like we found some. What time was this? 4:30. What was that news? China is open to talks if Trump respects them. Interesting. Interesting. Market open now. Just got a big reaction. Just got a decent little reaction there. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. This low is fairly attractive to me. Obviously we have this gap and we could go fill it today, but I'm not sure. Just want to get on the right side of this thing. Finding some reaction out of this zone here. $74. 574 to 70 points. Decent little range this morning. Decent little range this morning. So much time. No reason to take anything unnecessary. Be patient. So much time here. Market is trying to view up at the 660s. We bounced off 574. 580s. View up feels like where I would be, you know, kind of want to participate. Into the EMA now. Basing in this little area. I'm definitely leaning a little bit more short bias today. want to let these first 15 minutes play out, but feeling, you know, a little bit more short bias. Into the EMA now at the 620s. Into the EMA now at the 620s, trying to bounce off it a little bit. See how they react off the EMA here. Back into the teens. NASDAQ looks like it's trying to hold these 20s. A little bull flag. Can they get back to the VWAP at the 60s there? Price is still stuck here between VWAP and the EMA at the moment. No reason to do anything crazy. Just be patient. So much time. So much time. See what the market wants to do. We had this reaction here around 4 o'clock, 4:30, when China said they're open to conversations with Trump as long as he respects them. Market really enjoyed that. We went all the way up to the 850s. Got close to filling the gap at the 935s, about 80 points there from filling the gap. Market's trying the VWAP now. No reason to take anything, unnecessary in the first 15 minutes. Let the market make a little range, show you where we're going. Currently, low was 573-ish to here at the 660s, so about a 90-point range so far. Not too bad. On the hourly candle, we're trying to get back above VWAP. These lows are really quite attractive. 8.5 to 500s. I think they could break, but that's only if we get that continuation to the downside here. We're still in this range where, Trump did a lot of talking. So everything's kind of just lower probability. Just going to let things play out. Little bit of resistance on the VWAP at the moment. Let's see what this trend line looks like. Something like that. Something there like that. It's kind of a news high, but not really. But like a sort of a news high. So we're either playing for that high or these lows overnight that has London lows or before we ripped out of that actual price. So those are what we're looking at for our prices. Just going to be patient, see which one looks like it's going to fire first. Nasdaq still right here at the VWAP, trying the trend line again. Trying the trend line again here. This hourly candle will be interesting to see how it closes. Will be very interesting to see how this hourly closes. Breaking above this trend line, we could be playing for the data highs, or I say data, but it was like news slash like information. Failure to break out here. We had the London lows, obviously market open lows, and then below that too. So getting a pop now, trying the VWAP in this trend line once again. Into the 75s now, about 100 points from open. About 100 points from opening print here. First 12 minutes. The first 15 minutes are all bullish, you know. Maybe don't fade it. We'll see. They're pressing now at the VWAP and this trend line that we have. See how price reacts out of this. Rejecting off of the VWAP and that trend line. Currently coming back to this EMA. $678, so about 100 point, a little over 100 points for the first 15 minutes range. Nasdaq's trying the 640s here on the EMA. Price is bouncing here. Seeing if buyers are going to hold it. Looks like they're giving up the EMA now. Buyers pushing it right down, or sellers pushing it right down to the 600s now. Could possibly be looking for a short back at these 30s if we get there without breaking the lows. And really like a short around the 30s or the 50s right now. Depending on how we can deliver to it. I'm going to put one in here. Around these 30s. Even safer, I think, would probably be maybe another VWAP test, but we're going to leave it now, for now. See if we can even get a pullback to even get an entry. We're above the EMA with our order, so doesn't feel super high probability, but doesn't feel too bad either. And see where this continues to reach. We're down at the 600s now. See if buyers are going to support this price. See if buyers can support this price or not. I think more comfortably we're going to be looking for right about here. A little break above the EMA. Might not even get the EMA to fire, though. That's what I'm worried about. We're now going to play for the EMA. Around the 30s we're looking for at the moment. Nasdaq's breaking into the 580s now. Depending on the structure we get here, might be looking for we're going to take an order here at the 36 if we get it. Looking for an order here at the 36. Oh, 13 points from us. I feel like we could just be missed barely if we don't get filled. Almost there. Just wicked that EMA there. Just wicked that EMA at the 30s. Looking for a little bit better. It's not going to fill, though. And that's why we had to leave that on there. It's upsetting. Went for a little too high. Ended up getting the 32s. Well, take that order off. Look for a better spot. It's brutal that we just missed that. Actually pain. Try to play this range instead of the 30s. Excuse me. Little doji there in the bottom. There's the break lower, below opening range. There's the break lower. It's crazy. 2 points. We were going to be in this trade. Just 2 points. Super frustrating, honestly. It's a bummer. Right now, we're going to put an order here. Around these 616s, see if market can turn around for us. Get us a fill. She doesn't look like she wants to, though. Continuing to break lower now. Into the 550s. Pain. I put my order at 34 for the shorts here, and we got to 33. It's so painful. So painful. Oh my God. Hoping for another opportunity, another pullback here. Don't want to just jump in on this thing. Nasdaq selling now into the 40s, though. That trend line did hold. And then we got the break there, and I was trying to... Ooh. Come on, Nasdaq. Give us a pullback now. Give us a pullback now. Question is, if she does, where? Where will it go? We're at the 50s. Into the 40s now. Want to see this wick start turning around for another entry. Give us a spot to participate, NASDAQ. We were off by 1 point previously. Just a bit upsetting, just a little bit. Into the 40s now. Price is just kind of stuck here. No bids are being found. Just going one way here, NASDAQ. Into the 30s now, same price. Into the 50s, possibly finding a little bounce. I still don't mind our entry. It's just obviously right now feels a little bit far away, but I think we have an opportunity to possibly get there. Obviously, these 80s are going to be an interesting spot. It's opening range low. I'd like to see us pop that though. Give us another 600 test. I'd like to see us pop that and give us a 600 test here. Into the 60s now. Trying the 70s. There it is. Can this keep reaching? 80s now. This was going to be the interesting price, right around opening range. Will we get enough people in, or are we going to be able to get up to that 600 level? I like that the EMA is there. It's appearing as though that was it. NASDAQ bleeding back to the 40s. And continuing into the 30s now. Definitely not exactly the structure we really wanted to see for to get filled there. Wanted it to just give us a clean entry. Oh, feels so bad. 100-point trade that we just missed by a fucking point. Ugh. We'd be up big right now, looking for this gap to close. Feels really bad. And there it is. Overnight. London low was just taken. London low was just taken. A couple more points for overnight low, but in the 500s, 506. So this breaks into the 500s. Below that, well, that'll be the overnight. Feels painful. It's a little bit of pain today. Market won't always give you what you want. See how price reacts out of these 40s. I'd still be interested in a short if we can push back to this opening range low. NASDAQ look like she's just going one way right now. Be interested for a short around these 80s right now, 77, 80s. Slowly being pulled down more and more. I want to see this get some reaction. I really don't know that we're going to get it, but I want another little pop. I want a little pop off the EMA, off the 70s here. We're on the 40s. Can the NASDAQ come give us an entry? Don't mind it for an entry if we can get filled here. About 20 points away now. Come on, NASDAQ. Give us a pop. Couple bids. Couple bids. Come give us a fill. We're a little above the EMA now, so it's not as attractive as an entry if this candle doesn't get us in there. Don't want it to just wick around and slowly fill us. We want to just be filled with the direction of the trend. 6 points now. Come on, NASDAQ. 3 points. Almost just got filled there, right on the EMA.
Order filled.
All right, we got it fill. Unfortunately, I do think we could be getting a little bit more of a drawdown to that opening range low there. I'd like to see this be held by sellers, but we're going to find out. They're currently holding at the EMA. Failure to break down will be bullish. Stop loss is going to be realistically up around this trend line. Feels like a little bit of an early entry. I think I could be a little bit more patient, but we're going to see what happens. See how this candle closes. See if sellers are still here. Yeah, I feel like we're going to get a little bit more continuation up before we get our move, unfortunately. Question is where do we want this to turn around? I don't love that our stop loss is at a price where I would again be willing to participate in this, so just going to be patient. Candle closure above this high is going to be dangerous. I think we got in a little early, even though I still like our direction. The way that it flickered around to get us our fill wasn't my favorite. Patience, though. Got to be patient here. I think we're going to be in drawdown for a little, but I do think we're still on the right side of it. We just got to be probably early. We're getting the momentum volume pops. Don't want to see this price hold here. These 600s is where we want to see some resistance. Otherwise, we're on the wrong side of this. Want to see these 600s hold and push price back to us. If we're going to be on the right side of this, that's what we got to see. Sellers fail to break this back down, well, then that's going to be our confirmation. A little bit of 600 resistance there, back to the 580s. Needs to be stronger though. I want to see sellers really take this thing lower off that 600 level. It makes me think that they are going to retest it as well. So yeah, we're going to be taking some drawdown on this, but I don't hate it. I do dislike where our stop loss is for this 1,000. I think it's right at a price where we could definitely go test, and so I want to see this candle here below these 600s. I want to see these 80s get the sellers push this back. Here we go. I want to see them take this back to where we were. Failure to break into our price, yeah, like that. That wick there is not something that we want to be watching. We're currently the line in the sand. I like that the EMA is below us. I think we'll at least get a touch of that. Does feel like we're on the wrong side of this. Again, it's just I think we're going to see these 500s be taken out. It's just when, and are we going to be with them when it happens is where we're currently trying to figure out. Back to the 600s now. This is where we got to see sellers hold. That doji, that wick, that bottom, it's pretty strong. Does give me kind of a sour taste in my mouth, but we'll see. Still want to see these 600s be held. Want to see sellers hold this price here. Above the 600s is bad for us. Below, we're looking okay. Below the 600s, we're looking okay. Back to the 80s now. Don't want to see this wick again. I want to see the sellers be able to carry this through. Otherwise, we're definitely on the wrong side of this. There's more momentum. Back to the 600s. Buyers are aggressively buying this, so we have to be cautious of that. Above the 600s is where we're going to be in danger. Want to see this wick hold. Want to see sellers still supporting. Not my favorite. I think we're going to be wicked. Not my favorite there. Got to see sellers push this back down into the 80s. The 80s have been aggressively bought every time we're popping into them. Back to the 80s. See if we can find that aggressiveness still, or if sellers going to continue. Into the 70s now. This is where we want to see some continuation. We don't want to see sellers give this back up. We want to see them keep pressing the needle. And they just gave it back up there. So as you see, there's a really aggressive buying at the 600s. It's probably getting enough for me to close this position. Into the 80s again. Don't want to see this continue to support. Above the 600s, we're going to be in danger. Closure above 600, we're going to close this position. We only have 20 points above that anyway for our drawdown, but I think we have a chance of getting filled there, unfortunately. So, want to see the 600 be held by sellers. It just doesn't feel like that's what's happening. Closure above 600, we're going to flatten this position. Want to see sellers hold it down. Below 6 now. A little pop there. Below 600, we're okay. Above it, we're very much in danger. Sellers are still seeming to be supporting it. Back to the 80s, it looks like. Closure here would be very good for us. I like that engulfing candle. I want to see this continue. Might just be looking for a break even at this point. I don't love the way this trade treated us. Want to see the EMA try here. Into the 70s, sellers have been unable to hold this price every single time we've been into it. So this is going to be big to see if we can finally get below it. Back to the 70s now. Into the 70s still. Can they finally get into there? Holding. They're still holding at the moment. There's the EMA try. Try the EMA, please, one more time. I want to see it really be supported. Otherwise, if this wicks, we're just going to close this for a small loss. It's a decent close. I want to see this continue lower. I want to see it try. Don't want to see this flicker. I want to see this try to break down now. If this finds some support on the EMA, we're going to get out. I want to see this hopefully find some continuation through this EMA would be big. EMA is going to be the obstacle. We want to see it break, and we don't want to see it hold. Any wicks or anything like that is going to be danger. Strong close here would be beautiful for us. 15 seconds. We don't want to see this wick the EMA at all. Continuation through it would be beautiful. It's not a bad fill there. Let's get a closure. I like that closure. Let's see some continuation now. I don't mind that closure. Don't really want to see price keep trying up in here, but we're going to give it some time. Structure has been played out. This might be our high or low now, or our low or high. Want to see this continue lower. Big closes, not wicks. Don't want to see this wick. I feel like we have a safe lower high, but no guarantee yet. If this candle closes below lows, below that gap, I will consider break even. Right now, I can't do it. Still a hard break even. Right now, I still can't do it. Let's continue with this candle, and I will put a break even on if this continues lower now. Give us a little bit more of a pull, NASDAQ. Come on. Decent little pull there. It's enough for me to consider break even now. So I'm going to put break even on for this trade. Don't want to see us retest above this wick, so that's why I have it now. And hopefully we can just continue this carry lower. I'm going to go check the hourly chart really fast. Make sure that we are at a decent spot to actually go for a trade. I want to see this close, though. I want to see this continue lower. Wicking around here is not what we want. You see how it's wicking and trying to get below that range, but not able to at the moment. Give us a pull, NASDAQ. Come on. Not loving our break even still. I feel like it's very vulnerable. I want to see this continue to pull away from us and not keep wicking down here. Don't want to see this wick. Another wick would be kind of dangerous. I want to see some continuation towards our zone. And then I think we're going to be happy with that 15. Come on, NASDAQ. Give us a little bit of a pull here. I feel like our break even's vulnerable, but I don't mind. I don't mind it. I want to see these sellers come in now. We're at these 550s. I want to see us pushed back to the 500s. It'd be very big. It's hanging around these prices, though. It's being very stubborn. Don't wick this. I want to see this pull through heavy. Definitely want to see some extension candles here. Through this low would be huge. Buyers are clearly somewhat supporting this price. I think getting through this price would be very indicative of where we might be heading. We can continue lower now. It's a healthier pull. I don't want to see this keep wicking, though. It's very slow with its extension. You know, this isn't very quick price action at the moment. Trying the EMA again. NASDAQ, they are finding some stubborn buying. I want to see this get pressed down hard off the EMA here. Our stop loss only 10 points above it, or our break even. And this is double bottom here too. Yeah, this is an opportunity that we could really get broke even here. So I don't mind it. I don't mind to hold. It's just our break even is definitely a vulnerable. Buyers are trying. They're supporting this price. I want to see sellers hold this EMA down. I want to see sellers really pump this now. Really give some extension candles. Don't want to see it keep wicking. I'm not a fan of that. This EMA is where if this bear flag is going to hold, these sellers are going to show up. That's what we got to be hoping for. Otherwise, our break even is the target. It's very vulnerable. Feels bad. Like we could definitely break even. Yeah. Well, there's that. And now you're going to continue lower, aren't you? If this is us actually finding a bottom, at least that'll be clear. And there it is. There's the bottom. Back to the 600s we're going. Back to the 600s we're currently going. Mentally kind of a tough day, honestly. Missed out on a 100-point winner by 1 point up here. I put my order at 34. We got to 33. Just brutal. Realistically brutal. And yeah, now we're just seeing what NASDAQ wants to do here. I think I'd be willing to take a short around these 630s. Definitely a little bit unfortunate. Yo, bro, keep up. Manu Gixer, how you doing, man? I appreciate that. I appreciate it. A little tough today. Like I said, it was a tough trading day. We took tried taking a short here at the 34s. Barely missed at the 33s. And then once we got to sell down, it was too late. And then I got it in for a break even. So kind of a tough day already, but I appreciate you for stopping in and for saying something in the chat, man. It means a lot. It's hard for me to decide if this thing is genuinely moving. I mean, this is a pretty decent structure. I just still think that the short off of this previous 50% of the 15-minute range is a decent opportunity. But we couldn't get it back to the 5, so now it's to the 6s. NASDAQ pressing up here. I'm going to try one at the 35s here. Or these 32s. We're going to try one here. See if we can get a fill. It's kind of an aggressive entry, but we'll see. I want to see this VWAP hold. I want to see this VWAP and this 50% hold. There's the VWAP touch. I want to see some sellers react here. I want to see this get pressed a little bit. Decent little reaction off the VWAP. I want to see it continue. Gonna set a break even on, since this is just gonna be a quick little trade. Gonna actually trade for the bottom of this range as well. So only going for 1,000 points here, or $1,000 here. Like to see this candle continue a little. There it is. Decent little reaction. I want to see it pull a little harder for us. I want to see this pull down just a little bit harder for us. Preferably quick as well. Slower that it happens, the less likely I think the extension of our move will be. There's a decent little move. This range here is going to be the fear zone. I think we're just going to take our 500 here. Oh, NASDAQ. You're teasing me. It's alright, we got to break even on. See if we can get this pushed back to the EMA here. Aggressive buying, though. Definitely some aggressive buying. Can we get this pressed back to the EMA? Come on, sellers. Help your boy out today. You cucked him once. Or I guess buyers cucked me. I want to see this continue lower now. It's a decent reaction. I want to see sellers supporting that hold. Back to the EMA would be brilliant. This candle closure will be important. 5 seconds. It's kind of bullish. Could still get some type of a pull here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we're going to get break evened here. We're going to get break evened here. Sellers are not holding this down the way I wanted to see. Buyers are aggressive right now. Buyers are aggressive at this price. I'm just going to close that for a winning day and just be patient. For a better entry, I think they're being very aggressive here. This is a very interesting place. A little bummed with, a little just not trading great today. Just not. It's upsetting. Should have held to this low. Buyers, can you just go take view up again so I can just have like a little bit of confidence in what I'm doing over here? You know, it's a little bit of like, oh, okay, I made the right move. But you won't. You're going to come down and take this EMA out, and I would have been up. From my original trade, huh? Oh, yeah. There's the wick. I got wobbled. I got wobbled. $63, I like that. Thomas is long from 63. Might be trying to go long with you at 581 maybe. Buyers are pushing it again. Trying the VWAP. Nasdaq's building a bit of a bull flag right now. I might try along at the 600s if we can get a pullback. I got to see a really attractive setup now to hold. We're trying the VWAP again. Right here at the VWAP. Trying the VWAP now. Nasdaq's back to the 30s, 49s, 39s. A little rejection off the VWAP once again there. Even more if we can get a pullback to these 600s. I'm going to take a long. especially if we can do it before breaking to the VWAP. Just building out structure here. Struggling here at the VWAP. Back to the 16s. Price wasn't able to get above VWAP yet. There's a back to the 600s. VWAP is acting as the resistance. Into the 600s now. Where is this extending to? This extends to that range as well. Yeah, another trend line touch there. Above this trend line and above this VWAP will be built bullish. We can go ahead and participate with that. We got the 600 entry that I was asking for, but with these two confluences right here, I have to wait till we're above it before I'll actually hop in. Trendline and VWAP, the only thing that's making me not want to hop in this long at these 600s. Both of which were respected. Break into the 600s now. Still holding the 600s. Above this VWAP and trendline would be very bullish. Back to the trend line touch now. Breakout here would be bullish. Failure to break out, just stay in the range. There's the break. I want to see this actually claim VWAP now. I want to see some gumption, some confidence, whatever. I want to see this actually claim VWAP. There's a VWAP. Buyer's gonna get some continuation now. Looks like they were hit with some heavy selling orders, but doesn't mean there's not heavy buying orders as well. See how this candle closes. Above the trend line's bullish, above the VWAP's even more bullish. Still right here at the VWAP around these 640s. Feels like it's gonna break out here. There's the 45s. Trying into the 50s now. Lots of selling here at this level. Still back to the 40s. Trying into the 50s again here. There it is. Nice pop into the 60s. Continuation now into the 65s, trying the 70s. Break out of this downtrend. Very bullish. In the 650s now, above VWAP, very strong. I'm going to try one below the VWAP if we can get there. It's pretty ASCII. We're asking for an EMA touch and a trend line retest here. Asking for a pull below the VWAP. Another 10 points below it would be very attractive for us. Strong support on the VWAP there, though. Have an order here at the 25s. EMA's at the 29. Or no, we have an order at the 29. EMA's at the 25s. And price is hanging out here at the 50s. Hoping to see a little pull just to give us good entry here. Force some continuation away from us. Think we might get it. Right there. Nasdaq toying with us again today.
Order filled.
All right, we're participating in this move at the moment. See if we can get back above the VWAP would be very bullish. Want to see it claim pretty strong here. Back into the 40s. 40s is great. See some continuation. Beautiful exit there. Let's get some continuation off the VWAP. More buying would be awesome to support here. I'm going to put break even on now. And shoot, I mean, truthfully, this could go higher than candle high. This is outrageous, but this would be awesome. Got to see price hold the EMA here. No, well, immediately tapped out of our trade. It's probably going to call it for me today. Not trading very great. I only got 10 minutes here anyways. Hoping to get a position on that could hold, but it's going to just wick me out, huh? EMA with the trend line touch there is what we were stabbing at. EMA with the trend line is what we were stabbing at there. If this supports here, it will go pretty quickly. Sellers are trying to push this thing lower at the moment. Off the EMA here. If this EMA holds, I think we're going to see higher prices. Almost guaranteed. This trend line as well is, we've inverted it, so you took this long right now, I'd have to put my stops below these. So it's about 20, yeah, risking about $400. It's really not a bad trade, but I just can't. I gotta go back. I gotta go work in 10 minutes here, so see how this plays out. I think we're gonna if we reclaim VWAP here, very bullish for the bulls. Lots of selling being hit on the ask right now, though. There's a good reaction off that trend line. Other times we've done that, it's wicked off immediately, so we want to see this hold. Still battling right here. Below the EMA slightly now. Still above this trend line. Want to see this hold. $10 minutes till Europe close. Another wick, another doji. Feels as though price is being supported. Nasdaq trying now, still at the 620s. Sellers are trying to bring it lower, but buyers are aggressively bidding it back up. Back to the 30s now. Reclaiming that trend line, reclaiming EMA. Bullish. About 6 points off of the VWAP. Reclaiming VWAP, I think we're going to have a direction for the day. There's the VWAP test. Okay, and the buyer's base above now. Still right at VWAP. Above the EMA now and above this trend line. Very bullish. Price is currently stuck at VWAP. 640, hasn't moved. Price still right here at the VWAP. Still has not moved. Buyers failing to break above it. Sellers currently holding. Back to the EMA now at the 32s. Trend line touch again. $625s. Nasdaq still right at this top of the trend line now. Still looks like a decent spot to get long. 5 minutes till Europe close. VWAP is acting as resistance. Below the 20s now, into the 16s. Back to the trend line. Do sellers continue to hold it in, or are we going to break out? These teens are being defended by buyers. They're buying it back aggressively. Back to the 20s now. Right underneath the EMA here at the 31. See what happens. If buyers can get this above the EMA and above the VWAP, look for continuation. Back below the 20s now. Very range day, very inside of this range. Nasdaq pushing back to the 600s now. Officially back into this downward trend. 3 minutes till Europe close here. Inside of this downward trend still. Reclaiming the downtrend again. Back to the EMA at the 30s. Hell yeah, back to the EMA. Above that will be VWAP, and above that is bullish. Minute and a half till Europe close. Interesting place for price right now. Below the EMA, still at this trend line, below the VWAP currently. Reclaiming this trend line is very bullish. That's the Europe close. Trying VWAP now. There's an extension above VWAP back to the 45s. I want to see this continue. Okay. Beautiful into the 50s. Buyers showing their strength here. All right. Well, good luck to anybody out there. If you're here hanging out, I appreciate you. Good luck on the rest of your day. Nate Priest, what up, brother? Sorry, I just seen your message. I was focused on the charts. Appreciate you guys in here, though. Hit like on the stream if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, good luck on trading if you haven't taken any trades today. Just a little bit of a tough day. I missed the 100-point move and then got break even and then took a little $200 winner. So price is rejecting off the VWAP here again. But yeah, that's going to do it for me.